Hello, fellow rejects! No comic book chair today. However, there has been a lot of topics that have come up recently, because, New York Comic Con is going down. Plus, the comic book chair episode that I am doing is turning into something very large, and I would like to gain a bit of confidence with my new editing software. So I figured I'll bring back Zeke's opinion. The Power Rangers teaser. Yes, finally, we've seen all the press photos, we've seen all the posters, we've seen the concept art, we've seen the process of what was supposed to be a 2015 film that has become a 2017 film. We finally get a trailer released from Lionsgate and Saban, and people tend to have a positive view on it. They like the changes, they like that they're going in a darker direction, they like that it's a little more adult. I say adult in fucking air quotes, believe you me. That seems to be the enjoyment of it. Here's the thing, I like this teaser. I think this teaser trailer was very well edited, very well directed. I like characters that have been picked out, and the one thing I do like from this, that is going to be in this movie, is that the Rangers actually are teenagers with attitude. Before that was just a line of like, hey, give me some teenagers with attitude, because attitude used to mean effort, or a punky person, not punk, like punky like Punky Brewster, not punky like punk rock, type of personality. And now it means like a troubled teen or a fucked up individual. And Angel Grove High is as an alternative kids high school, and I like that. Like, these characters are at their lowest point when they gain their superpowers. My biggest complaint with it is that while it is a good trailer, it's a very safe trailer. Like, they've showed us what the plan for this movie is, and like, I'm gonna see it. I still have hopes for it, but that's not at all what I want from a Power Rangers movie. I mean, I think y'all know me if you watch the things I review, or those things I've talked about on my failed podcast and my slightly better new podcast, that I enjoy silly things, or maybe not silly things. I enjoy when like products embrace the silliness. They don't shy away from it. I think that's why the Marvel films are successful, and I also think that's why things like the Lego Movie or 21 Jump Street are successful, or things like Son of Zorn, or things like Another Period. Granted, those last two things are comedies and you have more space to do something, but even that itself, like, it was like, we're gonna do a sitcom where a guy is a He-Man animated character. Like, people would tell you, fuck no. Like, you need to have, like, a really good premise, or, like, maybe that's just such a original idea. But I'm not saying, like, it should be cartoony. I'm just saying that there is an art form that they don't want to use in this film, and that art form is tokusatsu. I, would like a more tokusatsu-styled movie. And you don't even have to, go full-on with it. Like, Pacific Rim was a very tokusatsu Western movie, and they took homage from it. They took point of it. They used the art of it, but they did not, just go balls deep, or just, completely over the top with it. No, or they respected it, and they used it as a point of inspiration. There is no tokusatsu in it. There's also no joy in it. I'm no fan of Lionsgate, man. They make those fucking YA movies, Twilight. And Hunger Games is okay, but it's still it's diet battle royale, no matter how you slice it. And they just want to make franchise movies instead of real films. And I don't know, I don't trust the people involved. It's had 6 writers, so that just shows corporate influence. I know Max Landis is one of them. I know the guys who wrote Thor and X-Men First Class are involved. But look, okay, I'll just end it there. I wish they embrace, if you're going to do a reboot, maybe in a different direction, embrace what it was, embrace what it is, like that. I mean, it's that they clearly saw that Power Rangers bootleg movie, which once again is well made. I like it. It is not Power Rangers in my opinion, but as a movie inspired or based off the Power Rangers, yeah, that's a pretty tight short movie. But it kind of has that feel to it. It feels like a Power Ranger fan project turned movie rather than a Power Rangers movie. You could totally Marvel it up and just say, look, man, we got bright colors, we got all this stuff, but you know what? The high school stuff's real. real. We still live in a real world. Like, you know, like, problem with tones, you know, it's like, we say we're gonna make a dark movie, so everything has to be dark. Or we're going to make a happy movie, so everything has to be just G-rated as shit. No, life has nuance. Art has nuance to it, and far be it from Power Rangers to be a thing to use nuance. It's just not the nuance that I would like. Anyway, it's not what I like, it's not what I've wanted, but I'm gonna see it anyway. I will reserve judgments for the film, and like, I hope it surprises me, and if it's not good, I at least hope that it's mediocre enough that they can get a second movie out of it, because I want Power Rangers to be successful. Another thing, Iron Fist trailer came out. That's some fucking cool shit. It's kind of like Danny Rand meditating inside his office. It shows a person who has completely adopted another lifestyle, returning back to his roots and their inability to cope with that new setting. The other thing I gotta say is, I love how they did the Iron Fist. I would have loved for there to be kind of more like an energy trail to it, like yellow energy steam comes off it, and you could maybe see like a black bits as well, like some black ash, so it kind of looks like the Kirby Crackle. But that sort of like glowing yellow chi that just kind of like radiates throughout the fist up to the forearm, and you can see the bones and like all through the muscle. That is also a really cool artistic choice. Another thing that's kind of out there is that before this all started, people were clamoring for an Asian Danny Rand, which I was also on board for that. Mark Bernardin from Fat Man on Batman talked about this. The way you could have done the story, it's still the same thing of like coming back to new surroundings, but instead of it would be like how do you stay within this new world but also maintain the past that's a part of you, kind of thing. Like a man owning his culture but still being true to himself. Like that kind of story. You're not gonna have that with this Danny Rand, but then again, Danny Rand's white in the comics anyway, so no skin off my back. Would it have been cool to do something new? Yeah, it would, but they're not really changing anything major, so it's like either get this cool new idea or stay the course, and like either one of those would have worked for me. They went with the safe route. They went with the source material, and I'm not going to complain about that either. So I'm happy to see where this show goes. And yeah, that's really it. That's been my opinion. Just want to get some things off my chest and test new video software. Thank you guys, and I will see you around the Milky Ways.